New York Times called Tony Duquette the first designer of the 21st century. He was one of the first designers to repurpose and reinvent ordinary, discarded, and vintage items and give them a second life. Nowadays, it is common to see this, especially in a world of sustainability. But in the 50s and 60s, it was not being done. He not only did sets and costumes, but went on to do a line of jewelry, as well as designing a line for Tom Ford at Gucci with his partner, Hutton Wilkinson. I was lucky enough to go to his home in Beverly Hills the other night for an event and get the full tour, which honestly, I could go back 10 times. There was so much to see. The gardens were magical. All of the plants are in pots, and actually he found many of these plants, again, just discarded. He's also known for the large clamshells that he has the spider ferns in. It was really a magical evening, and as the sun went down, it was so wonderful to see the gardens change by the way the lights were and how they lit up certain areas and little corners that you didn't see when it was daylight. Imagine having all this at your fingertips in your creative mind. As a designer, I was so inspired just to push myself further and to not be afraid. And it also really inspired me that, you know, he did this for himself because he had to express his creativity. And him doing it, not only did he do it for himself, but he has done it so much for others, because as a designer, as so many interior designers, we are all inspired by his work. These lanterns were from Costco, and they were $5. Maybe it was Pier 1. But my point is not all of these items were outrageously expensive, and they didn't have to be. He had the imagination to turn these items into what looked like treasures. And the way the gardens were put together was just unbelievable. Very much an Asian feel, and you can see the light with all these little beautiful magical corners lit up. This is the back of the house with the garden room shining through. There was a cocktail party and a drawing, as this property is actually in danger, and they have events once in a while to help restore what needs to be restored. You can see the lights at night and a totally different view of these spider ferns and giant shells. This was the main room. Just amazing night. I'm so grateful I got to experience it.